Hard to believe, but potatoes can catch fire. This surprising risk arises when potatoes are stored improperly, leading to fermentation and the dangerous buildup of heat. When potatoes are packed tightly in a warm, damp environment, the natural sugars inside begin to ferment. This process generates heat, and if it continues unchecked, it can ignite a fire. While it may sound unusual, spontaneous combustion is a real hazard, particularly when root vegetables like potatoes are neglected in storage. To prevent kitchen fires, it's essential to store potatoes in a cool, dry place, ideally in a breathable bag that allows airflow. Keep in mind that moisture and warmth are key culprits in this fiery tale. So next time you stock up on potatoes, remember to keep them safe and sound. Just like any other food, they deserve your care and attention. Guess what really drives miraculous births? In May 2021, Halima Cissé from Mali made history by giving birth to the world's only surviving non-euplets, a remarkable feat involving 5 girls and 4 boys. This incredible event occurred when Halima was just 30 weeks pregnant, leading doctors to perform a C-section to ensure the safety of both mother and babies. Each tiny newborn weighed between 500 grams and 1 kilogram, which is less than a typical watermelon. These little fighters needed specialized medical care, so they were transferred to Morocco, where experts could provide the attention they required. Halima's journey highlights the wonders of modern medicine and the strength of family bonds. Imagine the joy and chaos in their home as they welcome 9 new members. It's hard to believe how many lives she has changed forever. Could this be the start of a new trend in large families? Believe it or not, a Star Wars plane flew for real. In a fun twist of creativity, Alaska Airlines transformed an entire passenger airplane into a colorful tribute to the beloved Star Wars franchise. This unique aircraft, decked out with vibrant characters and logos from the iconic series, captured the attention and imagination of fans worldwide. However, the excitement took a humorous turn when a passenger, perhaps a bit too immersed in the galaxy far, far away, asked if there was a hyperspace button in the cockpit. This quirky question sparked laughter and reminded everyone how easily a playful design can tickle our imaginations. Air travel, combined with our favorite sci-fi universe, can lead to unexpected lighthearted moments. So next time you fly, keep an eye out. You never know what might just take off from the runway. Here's a wild fact about Easter Island's wonders. This remote paradise offers not just its famous statues, known as moai, but a treasure trove of natural beauties that astound visitors. Picture yourself strolling along unique pink and black sand beaches, where the vivid colors arise from the island's fascinating volcanic rock and minerals. The island's topography is defined by Rano Kau, an extinct volcano that features a gorgeous crater lake and provides breathtaking panoramic views. Adventurers will find themselves wandering through lush green landscapes filled with endemic flora and fauna, perfect spots for hiking and wildlife watching. Keep an eye out for the island's rare birds that call this place home. The combination of the awe-inspiring moai and the island's stunning scenery creates a magical experience rich in history and culture, making Easter Island a bucket list destination. Whether you're planning an escape or captivated by its stories from afar, this mysterious island offers sights and legends waiting to enthrall anyone who seeks them. Are you ready to explore its secrets? Why exactly does Beijing have an underground city? Dixiacheng, a fascinating underground network beneath the bustling streets of Beijing, was constructed during the Cold War. This expansive system stretches an impressive 53 miles and boasts around 900 secret entrances. Designed as a refuge in case of nuclear attacks, it served as both a protective shelter and a place for various military operations. The tunnels include facilities like hospitals, storage spaces for food and supplies, as well as areas for residents in times of crisis. Although many of the tunnels now remain unused or are in disrepair, some sections have been transformed into tourist attractions. Visitors can explore the chilling history of this hidden city while learning about the Cold War era and the measures taken to ensure safety during that tense period. With its blend of history and intrigue, Dixiacheng offers a unique glimpse into a time when fears of attack shaped urban landscapes. Why not uncover this hidden layer of Beijing's past? Here's something incredible about Alberta and its rats. Alberta, a stunning province in Canada, holds a unique title. It is the largest inhabited area on Earth that is completely free of rats. Since 1950, the province has taken a strong stance against these pesky rodents, classifying them as pests that must be eradicated. This commitment involves not just government efforts, but also the responsibility of every resident. Families, communities, and local authorities work together to keep their environments rat-free by reporting sightings and eliminating food sources that attract these unwelcome guests. Interestingly, having a pet rat in Alberta is illegal and can lead to hefty fines of up to $5,000. This strict policy helps maintain the province's rat-free status and protects local ecosystems. Can you imagine living in a place where rats just don't exist? That's Alberta for you. Did you know that coffee bubbles forecast the weather? This might sound surprising, but the simple act of enjoying a cup of coffee could help you gauge the upcoming weather. When you pour your coffee, watch the bubbles. If they start to float toward the center of your cup, this could signal an approaching storm or bad weather. The reason behind this is linked to atmospheric pressure. Bubbles moving inward indicate lower pressure, which often comes with rain and storms. On the other hand, bubbles that linger around the edges of your cup suggest stable conditions and clear skies. This quirky observation is a fun example of how nature interacts with our daily lives, reminding us that even our morning routine can be influenced by the weather. So next time you're sipping coffee, take a moment to observe those little bubbles and see if they can give you a hint about what the sky has in store. Is it really true that your brain demands so much energy? It might surprise you to learn that the brain uses about 20% of the total energy in your body, even though it makes up only about 2% of your body weight. This incredible organ is a powerhouse, relying mostly on glucose to fuel its activities. This is why when your blood sugar levels dip too low, you may feel mentally sluggish or unable to concentrate. The brain is constantly at work, whether you're solving math problems, daydreaming, or even just sitting quietly. Mental fatigue can feel just as draining as physical exhaustion, all because of the high energy demand. So next time you're studying or working hard, remember to snack wisely and keep your glucose levels stable. A small boost can help keep your brain sharp and ready for action. Guess what really drives that shiny lemon look? It turns out the glossy shine we admire on lemons isn't just from nature, but often from an unlikely source: shellac. This resin is harvested from the secretions of tiny insects known as lac bugs. While shellac is FDA approved and safe to eat, many people feel a bit squeamish at the thought of bug-derived polish on their favorite citrus fruits. This shiny coating helps lemons look fresh and appealing on store shelves, but it also raises questions about the processes behind our food. When we bite into a lemon, we often savor its zesty flavor and refreshing scent, but we may want to know more about what goes into making it look so good. Next time you grab a lemon in the grocery store, you'll think twice about that shiny surface. Are you ready to discover more surprising facts about your food? Believe it or not, arteries and veins work together. These two types of blood vessels play crucial roles in your circulatory system, each with a unique function. Arteries, which are thick-walled vessels, carry oxygen-rich blood away from the heart and deliver it to various parts of your body. They withstand high pressure because of their sturdy structure, ensuring that vital oxygen reaches your organs and tissues swiftly. On the flip side, veins are different. They transport oxygen-poor blood back to the heart, featuring thinner walls and valves that prevent backflow. This teamwork ensures that your blood circulates efficiently, maintaining a healthy body. Without arteries and veins performing their specific tasks, our bodies would struggle to get the oxygen they need. Next time you take a deep breath, remember how these remarkable vessels are hard at work, keeping you alive and energized. Can you imagine that sleep affects dream recall? Recent research reveals a fascinating connection between our sleep quality and how well we remember our dreams. It turns out that people who experience poor sleep are more likely to recall vivid dream content. This happens because when you wake up several times during the night, especially right after a dream, your brain is more likely to retain those dream memories. The interruptions during sleep can create a moment of clarity, allowing you to hold on to those fantastical experiences a little longer. Ever woken up suddenly and remembered a dream so vividly that it felt real? That's likely because your sleep cycle was disrupted and your brain had a chance to capture the essence of the dream. Understanding this link can help us appreciate the complex world of dreams and the role our sleep plays in our nighttime adventures. Here's a wild fact about extreme temperatures in space. The universe is home to mind-blowing environments, like regions where temperatures soar above 1,000 degrees Celsius. This intense heat isn't just around stars, it's also found in the remnants of exploding supernovae and even giant gas clouds. Under such scorching conditions, everyday materials like carbon fiber can behave in unexpected ways. For instance, carbon fiber, which is usually strong and light here on Earth, might weaken or change its structure in space's extreme heat. Scientists study these effects to understand how materials will perform in possible future space missions, or even when we think about colonizing other planets. Imagine astronauts crafting tools or shelters from materials that can withstand these incredible temperatures. What fascinating possibilities might our future explorers face in these fiery regions of the universe? Have you ever wondered about the largest city on Earth? Hulunbuir, located in China, holds the title for the biggest city by area, sprawling across an astonishing 953 million square meters. To put it in perspective, this size is larger than many countries. Imagine a place so vast that it could take hours to drive from one end to the other. Rich in history and culture, Hulunbuir isn't just about its size. It's also a bustling hub of activity, with a blend of urban development and natural beauty. People from all walks of life call this gigantic city home, contributing to its diverse neighborhoods and vibrant communities. From towering skyscrapers to serene parks, Hulunbuir offers a unique experience for both residents and visitors. It raises fascinating questions about city planning, resource management, and the daily lives of those who live in such an expansive area. How does a city this size serve its population efficiently? What challenges do its leaders face in terms of infrastructure and environment? The story of Hulunbuir is not just about its size, but also about the human spirit thriving in a massive urban landscape. Believe it or not, octopuses are fierce protectors. The giant Pacific octopus, a remarkable creature of the ocean, can lay an astonishing 56,000 eggs. These eggs are not just left to fend for themselves. The mother octopus takes her role very seriously. Once she lays her eggs, she becomes a vigilant guardian, often staying with them for several months, fending off predators and ensuring their safety. During this time, she does not eat, sacrificing her own well-being for the sake of her offspring. This intense dedication often leads mothers to perish after the eggs hatch, as they literally give their all in the name of motherhood. Imagine the strength of character in such a creature. Their commitment to the next generation showcases the incredible lengths that some animals will go to, making the ocean's depths a fascinating home for these unique beings. Isn't nature amazing? Hard to believe, but check out Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, which opened in 2007, is not just the largest mosque in the United Arab Emirates, it ranks 8th in the world. Hosting over 40,000 worshippers, this architectural wonder leaves visitors speechless. As you approach, the sight of its 82 majestic domes standing tall above the courtyard immediately captivates your attention. Moreover, beneath these stunning domes lies the world's largest handmade carpet, meticulously crafted by skilled Iranian artisans. Can you imagine walking across this vast, intricate masterpiece? Inside, the mosque dazzles with crystal chandeliers that sparkle brilliantly, adding elegance to the serene atmosphere. Every inch of the space reflects extraordinary craftsmanship, showcasing the perfect blend of traditional Islamic design with modern elements. Whether you're exploring its grandeur, delving into its rich history, or seeking a peaceful place for reflection, the Sheikh Zayed Mosque is sure to leave an unforgettable impression on anyone who visits. Ready to be amazed by this stunning structure? This might surprise you. Mount Washington's winds are fierce. This seemingly ordinary mountain standing at just 6,188 feet, is notorious for holding the title of the most dangerous small mountain in the world. What makes it so hazardous isn't its elevation, but the extreme wind conditions that can reach staggering speeds of up to 231 miles per hour. Imagine embarking on a peaceful hike only to find your adventure turning chaotic when sudden storms sweep in, unleashing powerful, bone-chilling winds and swirling snow with almost no warning. The unique geography of Mount Washington acts like a funnel, amplifying the winds and crafting unpredictable and often perilous conditions. As climbers ascend the mountain, they often experience rapid temperature drops and sudden loss of visibility, making preparation crucial. Tragically, many unsuspecting climbers have met their fate on its slopes, unready for the unforgiving elements. This fearsome reputation draws thrill seekers and nature enthusiasts eager to tackle its summit and witness breathtaking views. Are you ready to face the wild and uncover the mysteries of this extraordinary mountain? Ever thought about why El Azizia was so hot? In 1922, El Azizia, Libya, made headlines when it recorded a blistering temperature of 136 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest ever measured on Earth. Imagine standing in such intense heat. It could literally cook food on the ground. This staggering record has sparked interest and debate among scientists ever since. Factors like geographical location and climate conditions can contribute to extreme temperatures. El Azizia is situated in a desert region where dry air and intense sunlight combine to create scorching heat. However, this record has also been examined for its accuracy over the years. In fact, some experts claim that measuring techniques used back then may not have been as reliable as today's standards. Regardless, this incredible temperature remains a noteworthy part of climate history, inviting questions about the variations in weather patterns around the world. Isn't it wild to think about how heat extremes can shape our environment? Did you know lobsters have a unique way to battle? These fascinating creatures display intriguing social and territorial behaviors, especially in male competitions. When vying for territory or female attention, lobsters often engage in intense confrontations. A surprising twist in these battles is that lobsters possess bladders in their heads. During fights, they can squirt urine at their rivals. This isn't just some random act. It's a sophisticated form of communication. The urine contains chemical signals that reveal vital information about the sender, including their size, strength, and reproductive status. Imagine a tiny warrior sending out a message with every squirt. The chemical makeup of the urine can influence how the rival responds. It might decide whether to continue the fight or back down. This behavior demonstrates the complexity of social interactions among lobsters, showcasing that there's more to these crustaceans than meets the eye. Understanding how lobsters communicate sheds light on the hidden world of underwater life. Have you ever wondered why gratitude thrives in Japan? In this fascinating country, appreciation plays a vital role in daily life, shaping interactions among people. Japanese culture encourages individuals to acknowledge and express thanks to those who contribute positively to society, whether it's a neighbor, a teacher, or a public servant. This attitude isn't just about saying thank you. It extends to acts of kindness that can be simple yet profound, like bowing or offering gifts to show respect and appreciation. The practice promotes harmony and connection within communities, creating a supportive environment where everyone feels valued. Interestingly, this emphasis on gratitude also influences Japan's workplace culture, leading to higher job satisfaction and team cohesion. In a world where negativity can often overshadow positivity, Japan sets an example by highlighting the significance of appreciation. So next time you encounter kindness, think about how expressing gratitude can strengthen relationships and foster community spirit. Isn't it refreshing to see a culture that champions appreciation in such a meaningful way? Did you know mangoes top global fruit charts? With their sweet, juicy taste and vibrant color, mangoes are not just delicious, they're also the most widely consumed fruit in the world. Each year, the world produces over 55 million tons of mangoes, satisfying the cravings of fruit lovers everywhere. From the tropical climates of India, which is the largest producer of mangoes, to markets in the United States, this fruit is a staple in many regions. Versatile and nutritious, Mangoes are enjoyed fresh, dried, or as a delightful ingredient in smoothies and salsas. Rich in vitamins A and C, they contribute to a healthy diet, making them not only tasty, but also good for you. Mangoes come in various varieties, each with its unique flavor profile and texture, adding excitement to any fruit salad. Next time you bite into a ripe mango, remember that you're enjoying a fruit that millions adore and that's been cherished for centuries. What's your favorite way to enjoy this tropical delight? Prepare to be amazed by tennis ball switches. In professional tournaments, players switch balls every 7 games to ensure fairness and consistency. This practice is essential because tennis balls can wear out quickly, changing how they bounce and react. New balls provide a more reliable playing experience, allowing athletes to perform at their best. During a match, players notice that older balls may lose their firmness and speed, which can significantly impact their game strategies. By changing the balls regularly, tennis officials help maintain a competitive balance and encourage high-level play throughout the tournament. Notably, players often prefer the feel of fresh balls, which can give them an edge in powerful serves and quick volleys. So next time you watch a match, keep an eye out for this interesting rule. It's just one of the many details that make professional tennis so exciting. What if I told you Ikaria is a longevity paradise? This Greek island, known as one of the world's blue zones, boasts an incredible number of centenarians. Here, people live much longer than average, often reaching their 90s or even 100s. So what's their secret? It's a mix of their lifestyle, nutritious diet, and unique environment. The locals indulge in a Mediterranean diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil, while enjoying herbal teas and wine. They also engage in daily physical activities like gardening and walking, which are seamlessly integrated into their routines. Additionally, Icarians emphasize strong social connections, often gathering with family and friends to share meals and stories. This combination of healthy eating, active living, and close relationships creates a vibrant community where wellness flourishes. Could these simple habits be the key to a longer, happier life? You won't believe this about the Sky Cruise. This incredible prototype aircraft is set to revolutionize how we travel through the skies. Imagine stepping onto a glass capsule that offers breathtaking 360-degree panoramic views of the world below. Designed to accommodate up to 5,000 passengers, the Sky Cruise isn't just an aircraft. It's a floating city in the clouds. Inside, you'll find rotating seats that enhance your experience, allowing everyone to enjoy stunning scenery from every angle. But that's not all. This futuristic vehicle boasts luxurious amenities like restaurants serving gourmet meals, shimmering pools for relaxation, and even theaters for entertainment. And if you fancy a little shopping, there's a mall right on board. The Sky Cruise redefines air travel, blending comfort with an unforgettable experience. Are you ready to soar above the clouds in style? Have you ever wondered why memes are popular? The US government took a closer look at this intriguing question by funding a study on memes, those funny images that spread like wildfire on the internet. This research aimed to understand how memes evolve and circulate within online communities, contributing to their runaway success. By analyzing how memes convey humor and ideas, researchers could see patterns in their spread, much like virus outbreaks. The study revealed not only the cultural impact of memes, but also their role in shaping conversations across social media platforms. It's fascinating to think that what might seem like simple jokes can influence public opinion or even political movements. As memes continue to evolve, the interplay between humor and technology shows just how powerful these images can be in our digital age. So next time you scroll through your social feeds, remember there's more than meets the eye with these viral sensations. Guess what really drives your monitor's performance? The refresh rate of a monitor is a crucial factor that can change how you experience everything on your screen. Measured in hertz, the refresh rate tells you how many times your screen can update in 1 second. For instance, a refresh rate of 140 Hz means your monitor refreshes the image 144 times every second. This speedy update can make a big difference, especially if you play fast-paced video games or watch action-packed movies. A higher refresh rate leads to smoother visuals, reducing blurring and making movement clearer. But why does that matter? Well, when your screen refreshes quickly, you can react faster, making gaming more enjoyable and immersive. So if you're considering a new monitor, knowing the refresh rate will help you choose one that matches your needs for gaming or casual use. Did you know starfish have no brain or blood? Unlike most animals, starfish have a unique way of living that sets them apart. These incredible creatures, often seen lounging on ocean floors, instead of blood, use seawater to circulate nutrients and oxygen throughout their bodies. This process relies on a system called the water vascular system. Water enters through a structure called the madreporite and travels through a network of canals, helping the starfish move, feed, and breathe effortlessly. This means they don't need a brain to control their movements or functions. Instead, their decentralized nerve net allows them to react to their environment efficiently. When you spot a starfish, take a moment to appreciate this remarkable adaptation. They can regenerate lost arms too, showing off nature's creativity even more. With over 2,000 species of starfish roaming the seas, from vibrant colors to varied sizes, there's always something new to learn about these fascinating marine creatures. Is it really true that China built an underwater tunnel? Absolutely. In a remarkable feat of engineering, China is constructing a giant underwater tunnel that connects the cities of Shenyang and Chang'an. This ambitious project is set to revolutionize travel in the region, slashing the travel time from a lengthy 140 minutes down to a mere 20 minutes. Imagine hopping into your vehicle and reaching your destination in a fraction of the time it used to take. This tunnel will not only make commuting easier for residents, but also foster economic growth by enhancing trade and tourism opportunities. By utilizing cutting-edge technology and innovative construction methods, engineers are overcoming the challenges posed by underwater construction. The tunnel is part of a broader push by China to improve its infrastructure, showcasing the country's commitment to developing advanced transport networks. This could be just the beginning of a new era in transportation, making us wonder what other incredible projects lie ahead in the future. This might surprise you. A glitch made him rich. Chris Reynolds, a regular guy from Pennsylvania, found himself in a surreal situation when he logged into his PayPal account and saw a jaw-dropping balance of $92 million. Yes, you read that correctly, $92 million. This astonishing financial windfall occurred due to a system error, providing Reynolds with a brief moment of wealth that many can only dream about. For a few hours, he was technically the richest man in the world, living the ultimate fantasy of instant riches. Imagine the possibilities that flashed through his mind. However, this dream didn't last long. PayPal quickly rectified the mistake and reverted the balance back to its original state. While he never got to spend a cent, Reynolds' story captures the imagination. It reminds us how technology can sometimes create bizarre and unexpected moments in our lives. His experience raises intriguing questions about digital banking and the reliability of online transactions, leaving us to wonder, how would each of us react to such a shocking discovery? This might surprise you, the amazing Spark system. Imagine carrying a 55-pound backpack that turns into a parachute when you need it most. That's exactly what the Spark system does. Designed for a variety of adventurous situations, it lets users safely descend from heights of up to 1,093 yards. Whether you're jumping from a great height or needing a rescue, the inflatable parachute ensures a safe landing, whether on solid ground or at sea. Made from lightweight yet durable materials, the Spark system is revolutionizing how we think about safety in extreme sports, rescue missions, and even military operations. No more worrying about hazardous landings. With the Spark, you can glide down smoothly and confidently. This innovative technology could save lives and change the way we engage with heights. Plus, it's compact enough to carry easily, making it a game changer for thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Ready to take your adventures to new heights with the Spark system? Imagine the freedom of a safe descent. Did you know black cats face adoption challenges? Many animal shelters choose not to allow the adoption of black cats around Halloween due to concerns over their safety and welfare. The spooky season often brings a rise in superstitions surrounding these beautiful creatures, leading to impulsive adoptions by people who may have fleeting interests or misguided beliefs. Shelters aim to protect these cats from potential harm or abandonment, as there have been reports of mistreatment during this time. By implementing this policy, they prioritize the animal's well-being, ensuring that each cat finds a loving home where they are appreciated for their unique personalities, not just their fur color. It's a little-known fact that Halloween can be a scary time for black cats, leading many shelters to keep them safe until the festive frenzy passes. So, if you're considering a pet, remember the importance of choosing a companion thoughtfully and responsibly. Believe it or not, Delaware has a unique government structure. This small state stands out in the U.S. because it operates with only 3 layers of government: local, state, and federal. While many larger states have multiple divisions and agencies complicating their systems, Delaware keeps things straightforward and efficient. This simplicity allows for quicker decision-making and potentially less bureaucracy, making it easier for citizens to navigate their government. For example, residents often experience more direct access to state services and a more personalized relationship with their representatives. Delaware's streamlined structure can be particularly beneficial during emergencies or when swift policy changes are needed. So if you find government red tape frustrating, you might appreciate Delaware's approach. With its simple governance, the state tries to balance effectiveness with direct engagement. It's fascinating how such a small state can still hold significant influence, especially in areas like business and law, thanks to its clear-cut governmental framework. Isn't it intriguing to see how size shapes structure? Prepare to be amazed by abandoned huskies after Game of Thrones. The immense popularity of this hit TV show sparked a unique trend where many fans rushed to adopt huskies, captivated by their wolf-like appearance, reminiscent of the dire wolves in the series. However, excitement quickly turned to regret for many new pet owners, as they soon realized that huskies require a significant commitment, both in time and care. Unfortunately, this led to a rise in abandoned dogs at local animal shelters across the country. While these beautiful animals are energetic, friendly, and intelligent, they also need regular exercise, training, and socialization. As a result, animal shelters became overwhelmed with huskies, forcing passionate rescuers to find new ways to help these dogs find loving homes. So next time you consider adopting a pet, remember that it's a long-term commitment. Are you ready for the responsibility? Did you know the empress cicada is a giant? This remarkable insect stands out as the largest known cicada species, reaching about 3 inches in body length. Its impressive wingspan can stretch up to 8 inches, which makes it a real giant compared to most of its cousins, usually measuring only 1 to 2 inches long. Imagine hearing a loud buzz coming from nearly 8 inches of wings fluttering in the trees. Empress cicadas thrive in warm climates and can often be found in wooded areas, creating a loud symphony during the summer months. They may look quite intimidating due to their size, but like other cicadas, they are harmless to humans. Interestingly, the empress cicada goes through a fascinating life cycle, starting as an egg, then transforming into a nymph underground, and finally emerging to live above ground for only a few weeks. During this short time, they sing to attract mates and lay eggs for the next generation. Isn't it amazing how such a sizable insect plays a big role in its ecosystem? Did you know umbrellas were once unmanly in England? Back in the 18th century, carrying an umbrella was seen as a sign of femininity, and men were often ridiculed for using them. However, philanthropist Jonas Hanway bravely broke this stereotype. He started using an umbrella regularly, despite the mockery he faced from the society. Hanway believed that staying dry was a practical concern, no matter your gender. His daring choice sparked conversations and slowly changed the perception of umbrellas among men. People began to see these handy devices as not just a feminine accessory, but a smart way to protect oneself from the unpredictable English weather. Thanks to Hanway's boldness, umbrellas became a common sight for both men and women, demonstrating that sometimes standing out can lead to change. Imagine how differently we might view umbrellas today if he hadn't been so fearless. Why exactly does hang 10 thrill surfers today? This popular surfer slang refers to the exhilarating act of balancing with all 10 toes hanging over the edge of a longboard while riding a wave. Originating in the 1960s, the term captures a critical part of surf culture and embodies the spirit of adventure. Hang 10 is often performed on heavier longboards, which provide more stability and make it easier to achieve this impressive feat. Surfers love this maneuver because it showcases their skill and confidence while creating a strikingly cool image as they glide across the water. This act is not just about style, it also connects surfers to nature, allowing them to feel the pulse of the ocean under their feet. Many riders aim for the perfect Hang 10, knowing it symbolizes mastery over their board and a deep appreciation for the waves they ride. So next time you see a surfer in action, watch closely for this iconic move. Discover the fascinating world of interactive storytelling. In a unique book, residents dive deep into the relief and animation of mechanisms, blending engineering with narrative to create an astonishing interactive experience. Imagine a story where characters come to life through the reader's touch, responding to actions and decisions. This innovative approach doesn't just entertain, it engages readers in a dynamic way, allowing them to explore different outcomes based on their choices. Through carefully designed mechanics, each page invites readers to experiment, offering a fresh perspective on storytelling. By connecting the dots between technology and creativity, this book transforms passive reading into an immersive adventure. Whether you're a fan of engineering, storytelling, or just love to try something new, this interactive masterpiece promises to captivate your imagination and spark your curiosity. How will you engage with this new narrative form? Can you picture a world without nibbling? The term nibbling offers a fun and efficient way to refer to our precious nieces and nephews all at once. Instead of saying my nieces and nephews, you can simply call them your nibblings, making family conversations smoother and a bit more playful. This delightful word captures the essence of these young ones, who tend to nibble on our hearts with their laughter and antics. The origin of nibblings highlights how language evolves with our relationships, adding a touch of lightheartedness and creativity to our discussions about family. Using this charming term can also help create a sense of closeness, making it easy to share stories and experiences about these little ones. Imagine talking with friends or family, and instead of listing each child one by one, you can say, I spent the weekend with my nibblings. It lightens the mood and simplifies things. So next time you're chatting about your favorite kiddos, why not embrace this delightful term? It's a lovely way to celebrate family while adding a dash of whimsy. Why do owls have such unique eyes? Owls are fascinating creatures that captivate our imagination with their mysterious ways. Unlike most animals, owls have tubular eyes instead of round eyeballs, which can't move at all. This feature means they can't just glance around like we do. To make up for this limitation, owls have an incredible ability to rotate their heads up to a remarkable 270 degrees. This means they can turn their heads almost all the way around while keeping their bodies still. It's like having a superpower that helps them watch for prey and stay aware of their surroundings. Because their eyes are so fixed, owls also rely on exceptional night vision, allowing them to see in the dark much better than most of us. This adaptation makes them skilled hunters, especially since they often hunt at night. So next time you see an owl, remember its incredible head-turning talent and those unique tubular eyes that make it a master of its environment. You might be shocked to learn that black holes can make sounds. While black holes are famous for their powerful gravitational pull that captures even light, they also have an intriguing way of producing sound waves. When matter spirals into a black hole, it creates ripples in space-time that can actually be translated into sound frequencies. These fascinating ripples occur as gas, dust, and even stars are drawn toward the black hole, swirling around like a cosmic whirlpool. Although the frequencies generated are not within the range of human hearing, specialized instruments can capture and convert these vibrations into sounds we can understand. Scientists have recorded these cosmic symphonies from black holes, giving us a unique way to explore their environment and behavior. This remarkable discovery emphasizes how dynamic and varied the universe truly is, as celestial objects not only exert tremendous gravitational forces but also generate acoustic signals that provide insights into their complex nature. What do these sounds tell us about the universe? Prepare to be amazed by LeBron James' hidden talent. During his high school years, LeBron didn't just dominate the basketball court, he was also a star football player. As an all-state wide receiver, he showcased his incredible speed and agility, drawing attention from major college football programs eager to recruit him. Many thought he would follow the path of professional football, but LeBron had a different vision. He decided to focus solely on basketball, a choice that dramatically changed the course of his life. This decision has more than paid off, as LeBron has become one of the greatest basketball players of all time, winning multiple championships and MVP awards. His remarkable journey shows that sometimes the road less traveled leads to monumental success. Just imagine what could have been if he had chosen football instead. You might be shocked to learn that people formed a human chain. By forming a 150-meter-long human chain, this remarkable community effort saw locals passing thousands of books hand to hand, ensuring that not a single volume was left behind during the store's relocation. It wasn't just about moving books, it was a celebration of local spirit and solidarity. As people lined up for this unique task, the scene transformed into a vibrant and joyful activity that brought together old and young alike, highlighting how much this bookstore meant to the community. The event soon went viral, capturing hearts far beyond Southampton and showcasing how bookstores can be cherished hubs in neighborhoods. Can you imagine such a passionate display of love for a local store happening in your town? Did you know about Steinbeck's dog eating his manuscript? In a surprising twist of fate, celebrated author John Steinbeck faced a hilarious yet frustrating predicament while writing his iconic novel, Of Mice and Men. After pouring his heart and soul into the manuscript, he discovered that his dog had chewed up and devoured half of it. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck took a novel approach. He humorously requested extra time from his editor to rewrite the lost sections, turning a potential disaster into a memorable story. This amusing episode not only showcases Steinbeck's resilience, but also highlights the unpredictable challenges writers often encounter. Dogs might be man's best friend, but sometimes they can also become a writer's worst enemy. Have you ever faced an unexpected obstacle while working on something important? You won't believe this about ketchup's strange past. In the 1830s, ketchup wasn't just a tasty topping for fries, it was marketed as a medicinal product. Dr. John Cook Bennett, a physician, claimed that ketchup could cure ailments ranging from indigestion to jaundice. He mixed tomato extract with alcohol to create his version, promoting it to help people feel better. This unusual approach shows how our perception of food can change over time. While we now enjoy ketchup primarily on burgers and hot dogs, back then, people may have been using it as a health tonic. The idea of enjoying something as simple as ketchup with your meal seems so normal now, but it's fascinating to consider that once, it was seen as medicine. So the next time you squeeze ketchup onto your plate, remember its wild journey from a healing solution to a beloved condiment. What else could our favorite foods be hiding? Why is the Burmese python overtaking Florida's alligator? This surprising shift in Florida's ecosystem is largely due to the invasive Burmese python taking the top predator spot. Originally, these snakes were kept as exotic pets, but many were released into the wild, allowing them to thrive and multiply in the Everglades. These pythons can grow to over 20 feet long, making them formidable hunters. Without any natural predators of their own, they have been able to consume a wide range of wildlife, including deer and smaller mammals, disrupting the local food chain. The alligator, once the dominant predator, now faces increased competition for resources. As a result, entire populations of local species are declining, posing a serious threat to the delicate balance of the Everglades ecosystem. What does this mean for the future of Florida's wildlife? Discover Brazil's amazing biodiversity explosion. Brazil stands tall as the most biodiverse country on our planet, boasting a staggering 15 to 20% of the world's biological diversity. This vibrant country is home to an astonishing variety of life, including over 120,000 species of invertebrates, around 9,000 species of vertebrates, and more than 4,000 unique plant species. What's fascinating is that scientists uncover an average of 700 new species every year, showcasing just how much we still have to learn about Brazil's ecosystems. The Amazon rainforest, which sprawls across the country, plays a crucial role in supporting this incredible diversity. From colorful butterflies to exotic birds and countless plant species that can be found nowhere else. Brazil is a treasure trove for nature lovers and researchers alike. It's a vibrant patchwork of ecosystems, each one brimming with life and waiting to be explored. Isn't it exciting to think about what new species might be discovered next? Ever wonder how fast a falling raindrop is? Surprisingly, the fastest recorded speed of a raindrop hitting the ground is about 30 kilometers per hour. That's like a sprinter zooming down the track. When raindrops start to fall from clouds, they begin small, usually around the size of a pea. As they descend, they accumulate more water, growing bigger and heavier. This acceleration through the atmosphere happens until they reach their terminal velocity, which is the point where the force of gravity pulling them down is balanced by air resistance pushing up against them. For most raindrops, this balancing act results in a speedy fall, but larger drops can ultimately slow down due to increased surface area. Raindrops can't go much faster than 30 kilometers per hour before breaking apart. So the next time you get caught in the rain, you'll know those droplets aren't just gentle, they're racing toward you. Imagine the mysteries of the lost Library of Alexandria. This legendary institution was once a beacon of knowledge, drawing scholars, philosophers, and curious minds from all corners of the ancient world. Located in Alexandria, Egypt, it housed countless scrolls and texts on literature, science, and philosophy, becoming a remarkable center of learning. However, its demise was not due to a single event, but rather a series of incidents spanning centuries. Some believe it fell victim to political strife. Others suggest fires, including one started during Julius Caesar's time, played a critical role in its destruction. Yet despite these calamities, mysteries still surround its fate. Scholars debate its exact location, with various theories speculating whether it was near the ancient palace or perhaps the Serapeum. The allure of the Library of Alexandria persists through history, inspiring modern quests for knowledge and preservation. What might we have discovered if it had survived into our time? Have you ever wondered how paper got its start? It's fascinating to discover that in history, old clothes played a vital role in making paper. Early European paper was often produced using recycled linen and cotton rags. This recycling process was not just innovative, but essential, especially during times of war when fresh fabric was hard to come by. Instead of tossing out worn-out garments, people would collect them, breaking them down into pulp to create new sheets of paper. This practice not only addressed the pressing demand for paper, but also reduced waste, showcasing a clever approach to resource management. As a result, what once served as clothing found a new life as a medium for writing, art, and communication. So every time you touch a sheet of paper, you can appreciate the journey it undertook, from being someone's old shirt to becoming part of history. Isn't that incredible? Why exactly does Japan offer coffin experiences? At a unique theme park in Japan, adventure seekers can try an unusual attraction, being buried alive in a coffin. This experience isn't just about thrills. It's designed to encourage participants to reflect on life and embrace a new perspective. Inside the coffin, visitors experience darkness and silence, allowing them to confront their fears and think about what truly matters to them. The park emphasizes that this is a safe and controlled environment, with staff always ready to help. It's a strange concept that might raise a few eyebrows, but for many, it serves as a profound and memorable life lesson. While some may question the appeal, this experience symbolizes Japan's innovative and diverse approach to entertainment, showcasing how different cultures can transform even the most bizarre ideas into impactful experiences. Are you curious enough to try it yourself? What if I told you we know so little? Despite covering more than 70% of our planet, only about 1 to 5% of the ocean floor has been explored. This leaves vast underwater landscapes full of mysteries. Many scientists define this small percentage based on which areas they consider for exploration. For years, exploration efforts mainly concentrated on shallower coastal regions, where divers and submarines can easily access the water. However, thanks to advancements in technology like remotely operated vehicles and sonar mapping, we're finally able to dive deeper than ever before. This means that the dark and intriguing parts of the ocean, which might house unknown species and ecosystems, are becoming more reachable. Imagine the discoveries that await us in the unexplored depths. What secrets do these underwater realms hold? Did you know how fast roadrunners really run? These fascinating birds aren't just a part of cartoon antics. They can zoom along at speeds of about 32 kilometers per hour. That's pretty impressive for a bird that mainly stalks around the desert looking for food. In contrast, their clever rivals, the coyotes, can really pick up the pace, reaching astonishing speeds of up to 69 kilometers per hour. This difference in speed highlights the unique adaptations each species has developed. Roadrunners are built for quick bursts of speed, which help them catch insects and small animals, while coyotes have longer stamina for their high-speed chases. The next time you hear about these animals, remember that in the real world, the roadrunner may be quick, but the coyote takes the crown for speed. Let's uncover the truth about wombat poop. Did you know that wombat feces are cube-shaped? This unique shape isn't just a quirky fact, it's crucial for the wombat's daily life. Wombats are nocturnal herbivores native to Australia, and they produce around 80 to 100 cube-shaped droppings each night. This strange shape prevents the feces from rolling away, allowing wombats to mark their territory effectively. The cubes are formed within the intestines, where the elasticity of the intestinal walls creates pressure that shapes the poop into distinct squares. Scientists believe this helps wombats keep their scent markers in place, attracting potential mates and warning off rivals. So next time you think of wombat droppings, remember they're not just cute. They serve a vital purpose for survival in the wild. Isn't nature fascinating? Did you know Mount St. Helens is a glacier? This remarkable volcano, nestled in Washington state, is not just famous for its explosive eruption in 1980, it's also considered the youngest glacier in the world. Formed by a combination of volcanic activity and the subsequent freezing temperatures, the glacier on Mount St. Helens is in a constant state of change. Unlike older glaciers that have been around for thousands of years, this one is still actively shaping and reshaping the landscape. Since its last major eruption, the area around the volcano has seen new ice formations develop quickly, making it a geological marvel. As temperatures fluctuate and the environment shifts, scientists closely study how the glacier interacts with volcanic activity, learning more about the Earth's processes. The unique characteristics of this young glacier make it a fascinating subject for researchers and visitors alike. So if you're ever in Washington, sitting beneath the shadow of Mount St. Helens, remember that you're gazing at a spectacular example of nature's incredible power and ongoing evolution. Did you know twins are more often left-handed? Studies suggest that about 10 to 15% of twins are left-handed, which is notably higher than the general population's rate of around 10%. This intriguing phenomenon raises questions about genetic and environmental factors influencing handedness. Researchers believe that shared genetics in twins could play a key role, as identical twins share nearly 100% of their DNA, while fraternal twins share about 50%. Additionally, the close prenatal environment of twins might contribute, as they often compete for space and resources in the womb. This environment could impact their brain development, possibly favoring left-handedness in some cases. While left-handedness has often been seen as a quirky trait, it can also enhance creativity and problem-solving skills. So, are twins truly unique in this aspect of handedness? Did you know Bob the Builder changed for Japan? In a unique twist, Japan altered the beloved children's character Bob the Builder to prevent any confusion with Yakuza members who are part of the country's organized crime. This decision reflects Japan's cultural sensitivity and the importance of maintaining a positive image for kids. The original Bob, known for his catchphrase, "Can we fix it? Yes, we can," was slightly modified in looks and character traits to make him distinct and appealing within the Japanese context. His design changes and cheerful personality made him more of a role model for children, steering clear of any negative associations. This story highlights how global characters may adapt to fit local cultures while still keeping their core messages of teamwork and problem-solving alive. Isn't it fascinating how a children's show can navigate complex cultural landscapes? Most people don't know this, but Snake was addictive. This classic mobile game captured hearts and screens in the late 1990s, creating an undeniable obsession. Players would spend countless hours maneuvering a simple line that grew longer as it ate pixels. The thrill of achieving a new high score often outweighed daily tasks like homework or chores, leading many to prioritize gaming over responsibilities. It wasn't just about collecting points. The game's mechanics required real skill and strategy. Navigating the snake through a maze of walls was both exhilarating and nerve-wracking, as crashing into a wall could feel like a heartbreaking loss. The game's simplicity and challenge fueled its addictive nature, making it a cultural phenomenon. Have you ever wondered how a simplistic game could lead to such intense competition and dedication among players? Here's what actually happens when you build the Lego Movie. In an incredible feat of creativity, the Lego Movie showcases a staggering 3,164 unique Lego bricks on screen. Imagine trying to recreate this animated masterpiece. You would need a whopping 15,330 Lego pieces, blending not just the vibrant colors, but also 183 different types of Lego minifigures, each with its own personality. This means you'd be piecing together everything from heroic characters to quirky sidekicks, all made from tiny interlocking blocks. The film's vibrant world, filled with imaginative landscapes and action-packed scenes, comes alive thanks to meticulous attention to detail. Each brick plays a crucial role, supporting the story and characters in ways that inspire creativity and fun. This monumental task showcases how Lego transcends mere toys, becoming a powerful medium for storytelling. So are you ready to dive into a world built entirely from Lego? Guess what really drives Caraclow's unique rings? This small celestial body, known as a Centaur asteroid, orbits the Sun between the giants Saturn and Uranus. Caraclow stands out because it's not just another rocky object floating in space. It boasts a fascinating ring system. This makes it the smallest known object in our solar system to have rings. While most people might associate rings with massive planets like Saturn, Caraclow challenges our ideas about what can have such stunning features. Scientists think that Caraclow's rings could be made up of dust and ice particles, a result of its own surface material being ejected into space. The discovery of Caraclow and its rings offers new insights into the diversity of celestial objects and the processes that shape them. Who knew small asteroids could pack such a cosmic punch? Let's uncover the truth about microwave slang. Did you know that the way we refer to microwaves can be quite different across cultures? In Welsh, they call it pop deeping, which amusingly translates to oven that goes ping. This name captures the sound you hear when your food is done, showing how language can be both functional and fun. On the other side of the globe, in Japan, the microwave is known as chinsuru, a term derived from the noise made while it cooks your leftovers. These unique names illustrate a delightful human habit. We often name everyday objects based on the sounds they make or their purpose. Just think about it. Every time you hear that ping or chinsuru, you're reminded of how language evolves to fit our daily lives. Isn't it fascinating how we connect with our appliances through such playful terms? Surprisingly, sounds shape our language and thoughts. A fascinating study analyzing 2/3 of the world's languages showed that humans often use strikingly similar sounds for common objects and concepts. This suggests that there might be a universal connection between certain sounds and their meanings. For example, many languages use similar syllables to represent things like mother or water. This phenomenon, known as sound symbolism, indicates that our brains may be hardwired to associate specific sounds with certain ideas. Imagine how this could influence our understanding and communication. As languages evolve, these connections help people convey shared experiences and feelings, bridging gaps across cultures. The study provides insight into the deeper links between language and cognition, inviting us to explore how our spoken words shape our perceptions of the world around us. Let's uncover the truth about ejection seats. These remarkable devices are vital for pilots flying military aircraft, giving them a chance to escape during emergencies. An ejection seat works through a clever rocket mechanism that propels the pilot out of the cockpit, allowing them to exit the potentially dangerous situation in the blink of an eye. Once the pilot is ejected, the seat automatically deploys a parachute, ensuring a gentle descent back to Earth. This technology has saved countless lives and has been refined over the years to enhance safety. Imagine a pilot in a fighter jet needing to make a quick escape from a malfunctioning plane or enemy fire. The ejection seat gives them that lifeline. Since they first appeared in the 1940s, these devices have evolved, with features like adjustable harnesses and even emergency oxygen supply systems, ensuring pilots are well prepared for the unexpected. So next time you see a military jet, remember the incredible engineering behind ejection seats that keeps pilots safe in the sky. Ever wondered why the U.S. ditched gold? In 1933, during the difficult times of the Great Depression, the United States made a monumental shift by abandoning the gold standard. Before this change, U.S. currency was backed by gold, meaning that every dollar bill had a tangible value tied to the precious metal. As the economy struggled, this system limited the government's ability to manage money supply and respond to financial crises. By transitioning to paper money, the government aimed to stabilize the economy and encourage more spending. This bold move allowed for more flexible monetary policies, enabling the Federal Reserve to adjust interest rates and expand credit more easily. Although this decision sparked controversy and concern about inflation, it ultimately paved the way for a more resilient economy. So the move from gold to paper was more than just a change in currency. It was a crucial step toward economic recovery. Turns out the truth is that internet addiction exists. Internet addiction disorder, IAD, is more than just a buzzword. It's a real mental health condition where people feel an overwhelming need to be online. This isn't just about spending too much time on social media or gaming. It can significantly disrupt someone's daily life. Imagine struggling to get out of bed because you're caught up in a never-ending scroll through your feed, or finding it hard to maintain relationships because your focus is always on the screen. The constant need to connect online can steal precious hours from sleep, lead to increased anxiety, and even create distance between loved ones. As our world becomes more digital, recognizing the signs of IAD is crucial. Understanding this disorder could help many people regain control of their lives, reconnect with others, and enjoy a healthier balance with technology. Are you or someone you know affected by this issue? Prepare to be amazed by Nobel Prize winners' quirks. It turns out that a small group of Nobel laureates experiences a unique psychological condition known as nobility, leading them to have an inflated sense of self-importance. This phenomenon has been observed in roughly 10 to 20 of the nearly 992 Nobel winners, who sometimes believe they are at the center of the universe. Imagine someone who has contributed greatly to science or literature, suddenly making bizarre claims about their experiences or abilities. This odd behavior can include everything from overly grandiose statements to an outright detachment from reality. While these laureates have achieved remarkable accomplishments, the pressure and public attention surrounding their success might contribute to this phenomenon. It's a fascinating reminder that even those at the top can experience unexpected challenges. What do you think drives this mysterious condition among such brilliant minds? What if I told you about a donut heist? In a bizarre twist of crime, a man in Massachusetts decided to rob a convenience store using a donut box as a mask? Yes, you heard that right. Instead of a regular disguise, he chose an oversized box typically used for carrying delicious treats. While it might sound funny, this unusual choice wasn't very effective. The donut box failed to cover his entire face, making him easily recognizable on the store's security camera footage. The store clerk likely had a mix of shock and laughter as the incident unfolded. Soon after, police identified the man using the clear images from the cameras, proving that some criminals might not think their plans through. This quirky robbery raises the question, how far will people go for a quick fix, even if it looks silly? Stay tuned for more unusual tales from the world of crime. Can you imagine that Antarctica has a desert? Believe it or not, the McMurdo Dry Valleys are considered the driest desert in the world, receiving less than 0.1 millimeters of precipitation each year. This astonishing figure makes the dry valleys drier than even the Sahara Desert, which is often thought of as the benchmark for aridity. Why is it so dry? The unique geographical features of the dry valleys play a huge role. These valleys are surrounded by tall mountains that block moisture from ocean winds. Additionally, the cold air holds very little water vapor, making conditions extremely arid. Without rain or snow, life in the dry valleys is sparse. Only a few hardy organisms, like certain bacteria and mosses, can survive. Scientists study this unique environment to understand extreme conditions and how life adapts to them. Isn't it incredible to think that such a barren landscape exists in a place we often associate with ice and snow? Believe it or not, the glass-winged butterfly is transparent. This incredible creature, known scientifically as the Greta Otto, astounds nature lovers with its stunningly delicate wings that seem to vanish into thin air. Unlike most butterflies, the glasswing's wings lack color due to the absence of pigments. Instead, they are covered with thousands of tiny microscopic scales that scatter light. This unique structure not only helps the butterfly evade predators, but also creates a shimmering effect that catches the eye when it flits through its lush habitat in Central and South America. The glasswing's transparency is a brilliant example of nature's ingenuity, showcasing an adaptation that enhances survival in a world where being seen can mean becoming a meal. So next time you see a butterfly, remember that some are masters of disguise, blending perfectly into their surroundings. What else could be hiding in plain sight? Have you ever wondered why bubbles keep baths warm? When you take a relaxing soak, those fluffy bubbles do more than just create a fun atmosphere. They play a crucial role in insulation. Bath bubbles, made from soap and air, form a layer on the surface of the water. This layer traps heat, acting like a cozy blanket for your bath. As a result, the water stays warm longer, letting you enjoy your bath without constant temperature checks. The science behind this is fascinating. Air is a poor conductor of heat, so it helps to slow down the heat loss from the water. This means you can immerse yourself in a soothing bath while the bubbles work their magic. Next time you're unwinding, take a moment to appreciate those little bubbles for being practical helpers in your relaxation routine. Isn't it amazing how something so simple can make your experience even better? What if I told you a note sold for millions? In 2017, an incredible auction took place where a simple note sparked a bidding frenzy, shattering expectations. Initially, auctioneers predicted it would sell for between $5,000 and $8,000. However, against all odds, the final sale price skyrocketed to an astonishing $1.56 million. This remarkable event highlights just how rare and valuable certain pieces of memorabilia can be, often surpassing imagination. The note's extraordinary journey captures the excitement of collectors and showcases the market's unpredictable nature. What made this note so special? Perhaps it was its unique history or the famous figure associated with it. Regardless, the sale serves as a vivid reminder that in the world of auctions, anything can happen, turning everyday items into treasures. Who knows what might be hiding in attics or old boxes waiting for their moment to shine? Did you know India gave birth to 4 major religions? India is a unique and vibrant tapestry of beliefs and traditions, being the birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Each of these religions has its own rich history and practices, shaping the country's culture and philosophy for thousands of years. Hinduism, with its diverse deities and rituals, is one of the oldest religions in the world. Buddhism emerged in the 5th century BCE, founded by Siddhartha Gautama, who sought to find a path to enlightenment. Jainism, emphasizing nonviolence and truth, promotes harmony with all living beings. Sikhism, founded in the 15th century, focuses on devotion to one God and community service. Beyond these 4, India is also home to followers of Islam, Christianity, Zoroastrianism, and other faiths, making it one of the world's most religiously diverse nations. This colorful mix allows for a fascinating exchange of ideas and practices, fostering unity and coexistence. How does this diversity influence daily life in India? Hard to believe, but the Los Caracoles Pass astounds. Nestled high in the Andes, this remarkable route links Chile with Argentina and is not just a way to get from point A to point B, it's an adventure for the senses. Picture this: 29 sharp turns that twist and win, creating a thrilling drive with jaw-dropping views at every bend. At an elevation of 3,200 meters, you'll feel as if you're on top of the world. The air is crisp, the landscape transforms from lush valleys to rugged peaks, and often you might even spot some wildlife like llamas in their natural habitat. Travelers are often mesmerized by the interplay of light on the mountains as the sun rises and sets, painting the peaks in stunning colors. Whether you're looking for an exhilarating road trip or simply want to soak in nature's beauty, the Los Caracoles Pass is an unforgettable journey that leaves you breathless, not just from the altitude. This might surprise you: a temple made of beer bottles. The Wat Pa Maha Chedi Kayao Buddhist Temple in Thailand is an astonishing creation built from 1.5 million beer bottles. Since 1984, monks have been on a mission, collecting Heineken and Chang bottles to craft this unique structure. Instead of relying on traditional building materials, they found a clever ecological and economical alternative that not only showcases their creativity, but also promotes recycling. The temple's design is truly eye-catching, with bright colors and creative patterns formed by the bottles catching the sunlight beautifully. This innovative use of materials doesn't just make for an interesting look, it also helps with maintenance, as the bottles are durable and easy to clean. Travelers from around the world visit the temple to marvel at its distinct architecture, while also learning about sustainability efforts. Isn't it fascinating to think how something as ordinary as a beer bottle can become part of a sacred place? Is it really true that corn smut is a delicacy? Corn smut, also known as huitlacoche, is a unique fungus that grows on corn and is celebrated in various regions of Mexico for its rich, earthy flavor. This unusual culinary treat may sound surprising to those unfamiliar, but it has been enjoyed by many for generations. The fungus appears as grayish galls on the corn kernels, and when harvested at just the right stage, it transforms into a gourmet ingredient. Chefs often use it in tacos, soups, and quesadillas, earning it a spot in traditional Mexican cuisine. However, it's crucial to identify the correct type of corn smut, as not all fungal varieties are safe to consume. Picking it at the right time also matters, as mature galls can spoil the dish. So if you ever find yourself in Mexico, don't hesitate to try this unique delicacy. Would you dare to taste it? Here's something incredible about elephants. Despite their massive size and impressive strength, elephants can't jump. Unlike many animals that leap and bound with ease, elephants are grounded due to their unique leg structure. Their legs are built more like pillars, designed to support their heavy bodies rather than allow for jumping. This means elephants can't push off the ground in the same way a kangaroo or a cat can. Instead of jumping, they use their strength and size to their advantage in other ways, like bending trees or digging for water. While this might seem like a limitation, elephants excel in so many other areas. Their ability to walk long distances, communicate over vast spaces, and demonstrate incredible social structures truly shows how they've adapted to their environment. So next time you see an elephant, remember they may not jump, but their powerful presence is nothing short of majestic. Here's a wild fact about fireworks pollution. Fireworks may light up the night sky, but they also bring serious environmental issues. When fireworks explode, they release harmful chemicals like heavy metals, including lead and barium, along with various pollutants into the air. These substances can drift far from the launch site, contaminating our air, soil, and water. The fallout doesn't just disappear, it poses risks to both humans and wildlife. For instance, these toxins can settle in local waterways, affecting fish populations and other aquatic life, while also entering the food chain. Even the tiniest amount of these hazardous materials can lead to health problems in people, particularly for children and those with respiratory issues. So while enjoying those colorful displays, consider the environmental cost. Is there a way to celebrate without harming our planet?